Tor Olav Troim was in no mood for sugarcoating when he took to the stage at North Shipping today to talk about the VLCC market.
What I'm going to tell you is the brutal realities of a market where we have to go through a lot of pain before we're back into profitable territory. This is effectively the graph showing how the market developed last time we had a big structurally oversupply. This is 1973. And as you see, the rates went from 60,000 down to 8,000. But remember one thing, it was not the people who invested in 1974 who did the smart things. Actually, all the way 9 years after the disaster happened, the rates were $1,000 a day. That year, 2 VLCCs were ordered, and that was probably the smart guy. So you have a lot of time to wait. You just started on a down cycle, which is going to be brutal. I'm sorry, I can't give better news.
Troim reminded the audience that today's situation is a far cry from the boom years when in 2004 Peter Anker famously remarked that the industry was enjoying its best time since the Vikings. And he feels the cause of today's strife is clear.
Don't blame it on anybody. We killed ourselves in this cycle as well. So what's the way to make money in the next couple of years? We have some ideas. Maybe buy some credit default swap on charterers. Maybe buy into a bankruptcy law firm. Maybe start a mooring business for tying up some vessels again. Or maybe start to think differently about shipping. Maybe we can use VLCCs for water transportation. It's been a very, very good idea. Maybe car parking, hotel, or whatever. At least we need to think differently again.
Troim says survival will come ahead of winning for VLCC owners during the next few years, with cost-cutting and fuel efficiency top of the agenda, along with some restraint on the new building front, of course.
People came to us and say, why don't you order a lot of new VLCCs, because they're $15,000 cheaper to operate than the old ones. If everybody goes out and orders fuel-efficient VLCCs, this will take even longer. Then we'll add on another 100 VLCCs, and then the crisis will just continue for a couple of years more. I don't think it's the solution to the structural problem we see today. And then, what else can we do? We can obviously, Hans Christian Kjellstrup is in the panel, the head of Nordea Shipping. We can try to remain friends with the banks. I think that's very important in the years to come. We need good friends in the banking business. We need to make sure that we have fundaments under the company we built in the last couple of years. We need to get access to equity market. We need to make sure that we have financing on the new buildings we did, stupidly enough, before it was over. And we need to go to the Christmas parties to the banks again. We haven't been there for some years, but it's time to go back. I think to end with a small little comment, back to Anker. If the market we saw 6-7 years ago was the best since the Viking day, is this the worst since the Black Death? I think maybe it's time to go into something else. Maybe LNG will save us, or maybe we should do like Morten Fon in Jotun, start to sell paint and make more than 1 billion kroner a year. I think that's impressive. Seems to be a more stable business at least. Thank you.